Hello everyone, my name is DustInLint and welcome back to Pyre, where it doesn't look like as if we have anything new to do in here unless maybe we can interact with this. No, we actually can't. So, you know what, we're just on our way already. That's a welcome change. So we will resume our travels. At dawn, Volfred is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. The Sklorian Shore. Volfred reveals this is to be the one path through the woods into the north. Okay. Well, I'm gonna trust him, even though he seems a little suspicious. Being like, hey, there's only room for one reader in this wagon. And I'm gonna be the only one who's free from exile. That's what I feel like is gonna happen at the end here. Is like, we're gonna get so close, and then he'll be like, actually, you know what? I'm the only one getting out of exile here. Screw you guys. I'm going home. You get clear of the woods at last and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Elodial. You will have to make it all the way to the top. In a moment of respite, Volfred calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites and the plan of which he alluded. You banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible, am I correct? But let me ask you one thing. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject and only know the truth of how you feel. What does freedom mean to you? Doing what you want, achieving inner peace, having no master, going where you please, to feel true love, living without fear, nothing at all. Freedom means being able to go. Fear. I feel as though doing what you want sort of encompasses everything else here, though. Living without fear. Other than nothing at all. Or remaining silent. Doing what you want. You tell Volfred that freedom means having choice. If you are able to do what you want, both physically and socially, then you are free. He considers your remarks for a short while. Choice is freedom, then, you say. If that is all, then you are free already. Go, my boy. Do as you please. Nobody's here to govern you. I trust, however, that this is not the freedom that you have in mind. Perhaps you simply wish to return home and to be left alone. He then turns his attention to the whole group. Now, let me tell you all what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live life without fear. God damn it. To be able to indulge in one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment. He's saying all the other things. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, or what you choose to think or not think. He's literally just saying all of the other things. He looks out towards the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more, and you would be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not be truly free, I think. At the least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others such as you. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rights. Now we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. The burned down remains of the old capital of the Commonwealth. The remains stand as a warning to those who seek to spread forbidden knowledge. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. You're plotting a revolt. Just so. I'm asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be part of this, nor is it my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way. You can go your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days like so many others. So, if anyone among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth, as you are doing here, then speak now. Volfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, others not. But all of you are bound together by the rights, and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom? You will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth. But together, you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. He lets out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Volfred turns toward the mountains, leaving you to consider what he said and plot the wagon's northward path. Man, this is getting really interesting now. Volfred indicates this is the only way to reach the base of Mount Elodiel. Yeah, we'll take it then, if it's the only path. Beyond lies Mount Elodiel. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the descent. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Tizo! Hell yeah, let's do this. Let's talk to Volfred first. There you are, my boy. There was something which I want to discuss with you in private. Volfred stares at you rather intently, as if reaching out to you, and then... You do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we are not limited to reading pages from a book. Though your ability in this, I sense, is nascent still, mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see, as well now, that they haven't told you yet, your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group in light of this. The answer then was plain. You simply did not know or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves other than Tarek, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected, when we first met, that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passages in the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gone to that part just yet. Volfred breaks free from you and looks at you again. Then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as a reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you're getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you return, if that is what you had in mind. So once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome, but this journey we are on, it has no guarantees, not for you nor any one of us. Do you understand? There's more at stake here than your freedom alone, and besides, perhaps there is a way Say you do not care, but you have learned in life to keep your expectations low-tempered. Say that I understand. You understand the words of warning, yet just the same, you choose to carry on. There is more that you wish to achieve on this journey than freedom for yourself. I admire that, my boy. Then, very well. Know that we have much at stake here, in this anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back to the Commonwealth, which cast us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Then we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then. He strides out of the wagon, then leaving you with your thoughts. Well, let's do the trial for Tizo. You bring me a brief reply for my solitude. What do you wish in exchange? Request a scribe trial. It is the least I can do in exchange for your company. You need but point me to the one you have in mind. Tizo! You asked Sandra to administer one of the special trials for Tizo. I dare think I remember something of that imp. He certainly stood out from all of his ilk. Although that really is not saying much. Well, let's bring him forth. Tizo soon appears in heat of the summons. Creak creaky. Seems to be prepared for whatever lies ahead. Imps such as Tizo can banish several adversaries at once with their aura implosion while turning very soon after. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, imp. You answer to me here. Kriak! Tizo indicates his understanding and is prepared to begin Sandra's trial. You know the formalities, of course. Show me then. What have you learned thus far about the rites? Here in this trial it shall be just you, my beyonders, and your lovely reader. Let us see how you fare. So, 3 humans? Wait, what? No, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to. Oh my god. I didn't mean to grab the orb. Excuse me? Oh. Oh, and there's no bounty here, so there's no point in me just like going buck wild. What? What? 3, 2, 1. There we go. We're back in this. What? 3, 2, 1. Tizo, you've got this. 3, 2, 1, 0. No! It's so close, yet it's so far each time. There we go. Okay, there's one. We just need to do that another 3 times. No big deal. What? No, my aura should have hit him there. It definitely should have hit him there, is what I'm saying though. What? 2, 1. Oh no! But it's taking him too long. It's taking him too long. He can't make it in time. Yep, there we go. 2 more times. We got this. I think the AI is getting a lot smarter now. Oh, that's yeah, they got it. They got it. They got it again. And now they're getting a little greedy. Yep, there we go. One more time. We got this. We have actually got this, though. We did it. Good job, Tizo. I knew you had it in you. That was actually a pretty tough competition, though. Not gonna lie. Krihihi is so excited to have complete Sandra's challenge and awaits her approval. A worthwhile effort, Imp. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Your predecessor may well have approved. Thus, congratulations are in order. To you and your lovely reader. Now farewell. The society raises doomed path of Emperor Tsar. So what do we get for that? Freak is happy to be back with you, but wonders what is that Sandra granted you. You take a closer look at your new artifact in your position, Hobbs Wing. Diesel Flutter and Zip abilities cost less stamina than usual, negative 35%. Okay, that is also so good. Oh, that is incredible. Discuss the plan. Earlier, Volfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together, yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Hedwin, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Elodiel, there in the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy shall pass through here, as your reader could attest, if he did not merely skim that chapter of the book. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Solium and meet your adversaries in the rights. They are to be the Tempers. The mighty triumvirate has been the closest rival to the Nightwings, led by Demon Ignarius. You'll know him when you see him. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once the triumvirate prevails, there's somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in and clothed and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all of this? The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever and freedom from downside is impossible? Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to keep secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So, then that's it? We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays? For the most part, or for most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed, for us, that isn't it. And for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength and we'll talk again on our way up. Volfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. At dawn you shall begin your ascent to Mount Elodiel. Mentor companion. So she's almost level 3, he's almost level 3. Level 3, level 3, level 3, level 3, level 3. Maybe we'll mentor Sir Gilman. Though he's really fast and I like having him for the warp carrier. So you know what, we'll mentor Pamitha. Why, certainly, reader darling. How good of you to ask. You and Pamitha go over the understanding of her aura and its connection to her presence, both physical and spiritual. The discussion proves informative. Ooh, look at that. All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than expected. Okay, so now it's either... ooh, yeah. I like the sound of that. We all have auras all the time, I think. We just can't see them. Yeah, that's pretty good. Anything else going on here? There was the Beyonder Crystal where I could talk to her, right? Yeah, ask what's on her mind. How very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. For I was just standing about in the blackness of this void thinking it would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind, not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch, an ancient band of killers trained almost from birth to carry out their missions without fail. All Sisters needed was a name, a sum of 500 soul up front. Living on the outskirts of civilization, your days all full of training which could kill you or just cripple you for life. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Through glorious battle with the scribes? Or in a careless sparring session with my master? But I've forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But in less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. It did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think. When I was young, such idiots, the lot of them. But what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you any further with such matters. I would have bored myself to death back then, if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted until it is taken away. So given your mortality, let's say that we get back to business here. Man, some morbid stuff. Let's do this again sometime. Continue your journey to Mount Elodial. This is a pretty area. A very pretty area. Here before you lies Mount Elodial, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather around again before Volfrid, who stands tall as ever, whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. But there's only silence. One question stands out in their mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you gets to go free at first, who shall it be? Go on now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madame. That I can explain. You've seen the sorts you stand against as adversaries in the rights. What is it they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those ones who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted my many little eyes and ears through this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. It took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwin over there. He was tasked with seeking 2 trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rights, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head begins to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. Yes, this is important. Wolford's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he is willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodariel raises her voice again. Hold. You mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know why us. Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? On a blooded moon of the fall of Solium, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. The anointed champion then shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory. The books of rites. I see. Well, but that is simple really, madame. You are chosen. You are qualified, should I say, because, as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordained, though in this case the expression is quite literally true. When the 8 created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf, exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as individuals move on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you see. The others erstwhile jockey for position, for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right then. Participation is all that matters? Not so, madame. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free, yet still the other triumvirates pressed on with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Volfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up to the mountain and present you with some options. Emperor's Ascent or Emperor's Fall. A gap through the nameless lower summits beneath the Mount Elodial. Faye believes the 8 scribes would bless you, whoever goes through here. Emperor's Fall pathway on the outskirts of the Mount Elodial's nameless lower summits. Pamatha expects some long lost valuables to be stashed here. I think for like a final countdown fight, we should go to the Emperor's Ascent and get some buffs. I think that would be wise. Okay, the sublime beauty of Mount Elodial, along with the thin air is this high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Faye has been positively bursting with excitement. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Screwcoo. It's not to share Faye's enthusiasm, he does not like the cold. You've been here before, Tizo, isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I think I'd stay. Unless maybe I got too cold or hungry. Wait. Wait. What is that? Something about her changes then. Wait. Look, Petizo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there? Scree? Seems to be exclaiming something in utter disbelief. You yourself see nothing, but Faye rises almost off of her feet as the imp looks on, astonished. Was that the scribes? It was. I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. They told us we are welcome. That we are welcome here. Faye runs off to spread the word amongst all your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious, and in spite of everything, your spirit rises. Keep +2 hope for the next right. That is actually excellent. Temple High Ground, first of 2 paths leading to the mountain summit. Heaven expresses a passing whim to see the view from here, or Sir Gilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. You can always... Let's do Temple High Ground. And this has been a lot of traveling in this episode. It's going to be a long one, I feel like. So we haven't even conducted the rite yet. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no sign of howlers, as Jody would say. No sign of anything at all. You sense something is troubling him. Oh, that. It's just... I've just been giving lots of thought to everything that Volfred's told us. In a couple of days, one of us may be gone all of a sudden. Or, I don't mean to put it that way. One of us could go free. We earn our way back one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The others and I, we talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. This might all be part of Volfred's plan, but we got here thanks to you. And even though I'm worrying right now about the splitting up, I guess if Volfred has his way, all of us will meet up on the other side. And won't that be the day? Worst case, we keep failing in the rites and be stuck down here together, just like this. The two of you walk on in silence for a time. When at last you return to the wagon, Hedwyn turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. Hedwyn feels more prepared for the next rite. Hope likewise for the best. Oh, he gained enlightenment. Oh, that's cool. And here we are. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together. Much how we act is with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tarek. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. When the last of your companions nears the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. Oh, it's a lady minstrel. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tarek? It is. Greetings, Celeste. She watches over the scribe's gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Aye. Then, let us make this quick. She gestures toward the rest of you. Now, each of you, in turn, state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwyn the Deserter. I've come to seek freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with one whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Rookie to speak up next. I am regarded by the name of Rookie Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my chumps preferably. Go see Mama back home. I am Captain Jodariel. I do not truly know as yet what I'm seeking here. Oh, my name is Faye, and I'm here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, then who? Screeg. Tizo seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy, maybe to see the Commonwealth someday. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion, at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Pamitha Thayan, I'm only here because my sister's here. Then, as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. You, I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you, I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. Then, state why you are here, as the others have. My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side, and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. Say who you are. You are just a crippled scholar. He came for you, and you cannot run afar. You are an old farmhand. Bet your thirst for knowledge. And do a trip to the downside. You are just a war orphan. I'm gonna say I was a crippled scholar. You have always sought to understand the world around you. That knowledge proved dangerous in the Commonwealth, but now it has brought you to this point. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. You want true freedom? You wish to return to the Commonwealth and to live out your days there doing as you please. You want to help your friends. You want revenge. You want to see what happens. I want to help my friends get their freedom. The companions you have met here, who have helped you survive and to find kinship in the downside, your priority is to ensure they achieve their goals. That is all you wish for now. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tarek? Hey, Celeste? Be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back on. He does not look back at her. Man, almost 40 minutes in and we haven't even done the rites. From the top of Mount Delodial, you can see the distant downside before you. You think on the many thousand leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Oh, slug market. Hey you guys, so just so you're aware now, I know how you're here. How come you made it all the way up here? Oh, I know, alright. You're here because I got the lowest prices in all downside, am I right? And some of the new stuff I got stock, you've got a lot of value there, an awful lot. Holy cow. Look at all that stuff. Dash of Stardust. Handful of Stardust plus 3 to a talisman. Wow. Scribe Snuff. Unlearn any masteries and choose again. Oh, that's the stuff that you were talking about. We'll keep getting more Stardust. Leaves me with 9, which I can just barely afford pinch of Stardust as well. And that is good. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. Black Wagon. River frost, so cold it can burn the skin, but keeps the wagon cool and food fresher longer. Keepsake from Sclorian shore. Let's talk to Jodariel quickly. Jodariel appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night, though it is not yet dark. She is already in her raiments. Hedwyn soon joins her, also looking ready. Any signs of Rookie? None as yet. Complains about it chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar then. I'm certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The three of you exchange glances, but nothing is said, or needs to be said. Soon, if Volfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain their freedom. Hey, what did I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet? Easy, Rookie. We got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How far your struggle with your mask, Ringtail? Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash it repeatedly against the wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed, there, for good measure. Though, this really is happening, huh? One of us might get out of here, like, soon. By dawn, in fact, if all goes well. If all goes well? Well, that's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just, we might be breaking up the band here. If one of us gets out, that's been bugging me for a while now. I thought we all were getting out of here at once. He shoots a look at you. Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all. Hedwyn slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other. Each of us, the four of us, we're all getting out of here. I care about the others too. I do, but we've been here from the start. I want you to know, my promise is to you, and I believe you'll do the same for me. So it's like this, if any one of us gets out, great, but it's just a start. We're going to do whatever it takes there on the other side to make it so the rest of us can get back too. What? You think we're gonna build a bridge down here if we have some ice or something? I don't know what it's going to take, but I just know we have to try. Jodariel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you and reassure herself. Rookie nods his head in turn, and Hedwyn's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn towards the door. The fall of Solarium awaits, a vital step in your quest for freedom, yet you feel in your heart that it shall only be the first. Your three companions each gain +1 hope for the liberation rite. Seal yourself in turn. Book of Rites. We're going to read this super quick and then we're going to do the rite. Inspect. The Imp Halab and I, we helped, or the Mercy shown, in the words of Golanthanian, the Master General. The Imp Halab and I, we helped save my Emperor, and when the danger did subside, my Emperor Solium Mur, he said something to me which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Golathanian, so I may yet have mine. You too, now are an exile of the downside. In all the days which I have left, I could never repay the mercy you have shown me. So if I cannot do so in this life, then I shall do so in the next." We crossed the land together, and together with the imp, we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did. Oh, she has something on her mind too. I'm gonna do it. This place where you currently reside, it must be Mount Delodial, is it not? This is where those blasted scribes decided to do with me. I have already failed in my mission to eliminate the demon Solium Mur. I did not anticipate his retinue, you see. They took me and some of my Beyonders alive, although I do not expect to see account of that in their good book. Whether it was for mercy or for spite, I never became certain. They probably presumed that my expulsion for eternity would eventually have taught me some respect for them, but no, not yet, not yet. Well, I do not mean that, really. The scribes did spare my life, and were it not for that, I would never have been thusly trapped. to then enjoy your company, oh lovely reader. Now, having met my quota of blaspheming for the time, I think it's best we resume the normal sort of business between us, if there is any to speak of, and good hunting at the precipice. May you soon rid the downside of some useless idiot. Okay, you know where to find me. Let's commence the liberation right then. Oh, this is exciting stuff. Is everyone prepared, Hedwin? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers and the Rights this night. What happens if we fail? Hedwin, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall be going free instead of you. It is as simple as that. What then is to be done? The very same as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. Tonight, our plan is to set in motion. We are united in our cause. We shall look as ever toward the stars for guidance and seize upon our future chances just as they arise. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path. Man, this is intense music. Your salary shall continue regardless of the outcome of this or any rate.
Since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader, but only if you can prevail in this liberation rite. Here you stand to gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction. Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
I think we have to go with the OG crew for this. The pyres burn, and each of their triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of their triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Tempers, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries the Nightwings. A massive demon swaggers into view. Swaggers, I love that. He reaches for his mask. Ignarius. You know who I am already. But look at what we got here. The damn Nightwings decide to show up. Almost figured we were never gonna see the day again. He notices someone in your ranks. Hey, you! He indicates to Jodariel. She scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in these damn robes. Jodariel's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asks. Satisfied? Whoa, you must be new. Jodariel puts her mask back on. Enough talk. Huh, I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys, we're gonna have a spot open. Only shame is I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. I'd rather cut my own tongue. Oh, you don't mean that? Our kind, we ought to stick together. Now, come on. Ignarius throws his mask back on as his allies snarl at the rest of you. 3 demons. They're gonna have a huge... Oh, wait, no, they're not all demons. Have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct this rite? The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Reader, this is it. The first companion whom you choose shall be anointed to go free this very night if you prevail. The other 2 in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you may know, only the most enlightened of the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you are ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision.
Who most deserves their freedom?
Choose who should be free. Oh, so only certain people are worthy. I think Rookie should go free first, I think, strangely enough. So we will anoint Rookie.
Rookie.
Excellent choice, chum. Now let's get me out of here. Then the gate guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well. Then, under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Rookie Greentail shall be liberated. Should the Templars prevail, the exiled Ignarius shall go free instead. She turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate to strive along the Rookie Greentail and see to his return in glory?
Who shall lend him support? Headwind.
Headwind. Sounds good. Now let's bring Rookie home. And Jodariel.
Jodariel.
Very well. Let us prevail here and see this through.
Very well.
Very well. The 8 scribes accept your choices, reader of the Nightwings. She then indicates the lone minstrel. Now, are you yourself prepared, Tarek? Aye, Celeste. Then, let us all begin. Nightwings, been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me. You got this, Rookie. You got this, Rookie.
Commence.
Excuse me? Why am I getting stuck on... Good job, Rookie. The fast talker. Whoa! How come they have... Oh! Get out. I like this music too for this. Whoa, he is like very fast. Like super fast. What? Good job, Rookie. Good job, Rookie. You good for nothing, Nightwings. Skip out on us for years and years, then you show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. But now we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it. I used to be the best. At this at least, but now the pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. Oh, Moria. I thought you'd ever even recognize me anyways. Come on, Nightwings. Let's see you keep this up. Ah, damn it. Oh, okay, we got it. Wait, what? Good job, Rookie. Good job. Just one more dive.
Quite the close call there, no?
Get out. Nope. Not gonna get out quite in time. Oh. Oh, damn it. You got this, rookie. You got this, rookie. Oh, good job, rookie. You earned it. You earned it. You were the MVP.
Proved their worth.
Home free achievement
An
unlocked.
outcome which left little room for doubt. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Night Wings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Ugh, what a joke. We should have had this. You should have had this. Got all rusty and you've been waiting so damn long. Damn it. Damn it. Nightwings, be seeing you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. Oh, look at that! So, what now? I guess I'm just supposed to jump into the waterfall thing back here, and then that's it. Home free. Home free! Something comes over him then. Now listen to me, chums. Don't any of you go thinking you're gonna miss me, yeah? You're gonna do just fine, even without all rookie Green-tailed there to keep an eye out on all the time. Even though the rest of you are just a bunch of slowpokes and all that. Me, I'm gonna be so busy drinking myself silly in the Commonwealth stock, I'm sure I'm soon gonna forget each and every one of you. But in case I don't, you be sure to stop by and visit me if you get back there too. Just look for Mama Greentail's shop, right in the heart of town. You can't miss it. So yeah, stop by and say hi, you know. Now, I think I gotta go soon, so, excuse me. He drops into the shimmer pool and disappears within, although you can still hear him going on about something. The seldom seen celestial phenomenon linking the downside back to the Commonwealth. Thus, beneath the blooded moon, the Sclorian waters rise for but a moment, only to fall again. Whoa! Let me tell you, this is weird in here. Hey, it's starting. Uh-oh. Wait! May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Rookie Greentail. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
Can't even see her bar behind her head. All right.
Until the turning of the stars, farewell.
Liberation's rights lets your exiles or your adversaries return to freedom. Look at the stars for the next such opportunity. So that's it. That's one of the people returned now. After your victory over the Tempers in the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from here. I miss him already. Squire now. But we will see Rookie again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. What about the stars? Can we afford the time? About that, reader, go see for yourself. The night sky over Mount Elodial is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Rookie as you look towards the heavens. Gaze into the darkness of night. Whoa, okay. You searched the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. What? The stars reveal nothing, did they not? You have confirmed his suspicions. It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn. And when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. I think that's a good point to end the episode, especially since how this is an hour long. Holy camole. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. If you made it to this point in the video, feel free to support it in the form of a like. It helps me out a lot and shows that you want to continue to watch this series. And if you want to see more videos like this one, you can always subscribe to my channel to be notified whenever I upload any new content, whether it's of this or of any other kind. And until next time, as always, everyone, have a good one, and I'll see you next time in Pyre. Bye for now, though.